I've made some moulds here, some Roman numerals. I've made them out of a mould and some fast cast resin. Then I've sprayed them with just a flat grey primer. But I want them to look like very old metal. So I'll be using a couple of products today. I'll be using this one here. It's called, can you see that? Brushed Iron by Alchemy. That's a dark sort of grey. And then over the top, I'll be using Rub and Buff in the Silver Leaf. I'll be using that on top. They're 2 waxes. So first I'm going to just start with a little sponge. And I'm only going to use the corner of the sponge just to apply a little bit. Oh, can you see what I'm doing? There we go. I don't want too much, just a little. We'll start up here. We're just going to do just random little marks. We don't want it perfect. We certainly don't want brush strokes. I'll only be doing the fronts today because I don't want to, I'll come back and I'll do the sides later on. But just very light little, this dark silver mark. I'll come back and I'll do the edges when that dries. But for now, it's just rubbing it on. So it will end up looking like 3 different colours of grey to give that metallic look. When I finish the project, I'll show you what they look like when they're finished on the piece, but for now, that should do. Okay, so we pop that away. We get another sponge. This time we'll use the Silver Leaf. This one we will need to do very light. Again, I'll just find the corner. When it feels like coming out, what's happening? Oh, don't tell me it's drying. No, it's not drying. You coming? Just a minute. I'll have to find something to open that up with. What have we got here that'll do within reach? Just to get it open again. Here we go. Okay. Come on, goodness me. Oh, that's enough just to start. That tiny little spot. And this is our lighter colour. And again, we're just going to sponge very light. It's going to give that aged metal look. Oh, that's how I want it to look, as though it's been, silver metal that's just really worn over the years. Too much of a blob there, so I'll spread a bit of this out. It's just so simple to do, but it gives a lovely effect. And if I want to, I can get a wet cloth and just lightly rub that over, but not on this not this time. I won't be doing that. I'm just going to be dabbing. Can you see that? A little bit more up this one, maybe on the edges. Once these sides here are done, it will look great. Just really light dabs. That's enough. You sort of get the general idea. I will let that dry, and once that's dried, I'll do the edges, the sides of it, and under here and here. And then once the piece is finished, I'll show you. So it's going to look great.